At the Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter, we are located in the CBD of Sydney, which allows us to gain exclusive access and connections to a larger variety of industry partners. In 2020 to 2021, our chapter was able to invest in our future through extending our reach into newer accounting, finance, and IT industries, creating more valuable events and maintaining relationships with lifelong members. My name is Sharita, and I'm the current president of the Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter. I'm also joined with Cheng Song Wang, Patrick, and Jeffrey from the executive team. With the COVID 19 pandemic, our chapter was forced to adapt and move to an online environment to continue running our events. And we wanted to make sure that we still offered our members the professional community service and networking events. But since there weren't many opportunities to meet people face to face, we included regular social events such as trivia and games night so our members could stay connected. I'll now pass it on to Cheng Song.
Thank you, Charita. Despite the pandemic, our chapter flourished and we gained many achievements. We continue to display our strong best practices to remain first overall in the Oceania region while also maintaining our gold and superior status for 2 consecutive years. In the 2020 to 21 period, we ran an amazing 20 events held either online or on campus, achieving a reach of over 33,000 interactions on social media whilst involving over 20 plus industry partners in order to give our members a sense of security during these unprecedented times. To connect with both new and current members, we utilized Instagram by making a new account in order to connect and inform them of upcoming events. Our chapter was given the opportunity to expand our reach to high schoolers through a partnership with the U at Uni program, which allowed us to plant the seed of UTS Beta Alpha Psi in their minds so they would remember us once they enter university. The Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter was also able to collaborate with the UTS Business School to develop a social inclusion video, gaining a reach of over 2,000 students. Here's a small clip of one of our social inclusion videos where we promoted the Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter.
Next up, we have Patrick from Beta Alpha Psi to tell us about his experience.
Yeah, so I found out about Beta Alpha Psi at a first year accounting lecture. A few students came up to talk about the society and how it was run and the events they did, so I was pretty interested. I joined up at the ethics competition early last year and then actually found it a really rewarding experience and I really enjoyed the people there as well. So I stayed on at the society and then this year went on to compete in both Oceania as well as internationally. I think it's definitely been one of the highlights of my university career and it's a memory that I'll really cherish after I graduate for sure.
I'll now pass it on to Patrick to talk about our main professional events that have been incredibly successful.
Thanks, Cheng Sung. As mentioned earlier, the Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter was a hive of activity last year, hosting more than 20 events over the entire school period. However, I'd like to flag 3 professional initiatives with you today that had the most impact on our member base. Firstly, we hosted a virtual mock assessment center last September, bringing in 16 industry representatives to provide each attendee detailed, personalized feedback, ensuring success within a real-world scenario. Overall, students found immense value in this event, with the majority of non-member attendees applying to join the chapter in our most recent recruiting round. Following on from the success of this event, we held the Inclusive Leadership Competition. The comp was held in 3 parts over a week-long format, with the first session being a social networking night, the second being a case crack workshop, and the final session revolving around the presentation of the competitive solutions to a diverse industry panel. And lastly, we hosted a face-to-face internship insights night, focused on how our members could leverage Beta Alpha Psi to land an internship position and then make the most out of their experiences. Now to walk you through our community service highlights, I'll quickly pass it over to Jeffrey.
Thank you, Patrick. At UTS Beta Alpha Psi, we are firm believers of helping those in need and giving back to the community we live in. Although it has been a tough year for us due to the pandemic, we have looked into providing a myriad of opportunities for our members to volunteer and give back both in person and online, some of which include Cancer Council Relay for Life, which raises funds for research, prevention, and support services. We at the Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter were able to attain this through the beach walk, rock climbing and bouldering, and trivia night. Another event was Clean Up Australia, where we cleaned up the streets and parks of any rubbish that we found in sight. Finally, we held the Thank You Healthcare Workers, where we invited our members to fold origami hearts and write supportive messages for the healthcare workers at Westmead Hospital. I'll now pass it back to Patrick for the closing statement.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Our legacy of holding innovative, interactive, and informative initiatives for our member base has had an immense impact on all student participants, increasing our already strong brand image across the entire university community. So thanks for listening today, and we look forward to sharing our success over the past year with you at the upcoming General Annual Meeting. Thank you.